Hey Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome to your general mini November reading. I hope you've had a beautiful start to your month. Hope that the fall has greeted you well. We are coming up on the full beaver moon on Friday the 19th. Today, I'm filming this on Wednesday. I'm doing your reading here today on Wednesday, but I will be doing some elemental full moon, lunar eclipse moon readings for you. And I may do a live at Intuitive Tarot Therapy on Instagram. So if you're into checking that out, follow on intuitive_tarot_therapy. And not only can you be included in free live readings, but you can look forward to getting some daily inspiration and guidance in your feed. So come on by, visit us there. But we're going to see what energies are here for you now. Okay, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, loved ones on the other side. Thank you for your guidance for Libra. Well, Libra, I'm going to say that grace and balance is needed now for you. Sorry, I put some lotion on my hands a minute ago. Yeah, so I feel like some of you are looking, so there's been a couple of tens come up in your pre-shuffle and meditation. And you're needing to be grounded there with the messenger of earth and two of earth here. Need some balance and grounding needed for you. And there's something that, you know, perhaps is very familiar, a way of being or a way of living for you. And that's kind of come to a close. You're having to navigate differently. You're trying to figure that out. Now, this Emperor actually fell out of the deck earlier when I was doing your meditation and pre-shuffle. So that's Aries energy. Okay, that's very strong Aries energy. And it's stepping into your power. Okay? And it remains. It just is hanging out. So this is really going to resonate with some of you. And I believe where you were like, you know, the king of the forest. Let's not reveal too much at once. When you know you were like at the top of your game, top of your power. Okay, I think that, you know, just to be kind with it, what goes up must come down. So there's just a shifting in positions now. You're having a lull for some of you, and you're looking for a breakthrough. With this Ace of Air, air sign, Libra. You're looking for a breakthrough and ideas on how to navigate this new place for you. And you're being called to meditate about it. Get quiet about it. In your solitude, you know, like really to have an enriching experience is to be really present. To be present and to really utilize what solitude or time or space that you have now. Like, bloom where you're planted. This too shall change, man. You know, like nothing stays the same. This is temporary. So really embrace where you are now and see what expansion you can find. You're feeling far removed. And see, this is the thing, Libra. Let me have a little one-on-one with you. And see, this is fleeting for you, for some of you. Love is a construct that some of you've been chasing for a long time, and it never ends up how you want it or how you think it should. But, you know, frankly, darling, it's because of how you show up. How you're showing up. Like, what are you showing up for? What do you want this for? And it seems like you can't get out of this spiral of always being and coming from a certain place. So you can't do it while you're doing it. You're going to have to take some time out of your week and sit with yourself and get really real about some stuff. No music, no TV, no distractions, just you and your feelings. I always suggest to people, you know, it will behoove you to do this while you're stretching or getting comfortable in your body or doing yoga. So what's poking out to me here is that this is a feminine energy. A Leo energy. Ah, I see. I don't think that's right. The Leo energy, I don't know if that means anything to you, but it's the love card. 6 is all about love and harmony and nurturing. So I think before we even go into the depths of this reading, let us just really get that our intentions ultimately come out in the wash. And one could argue, well, I was intentional with saying something to someone and they misinterpreted it. And so what I really want you to get is that when we discontinue believing our own BS, we get real clear, and it can get really confrontational and be confronting and get really real really quick. So if you want to move on and you really want love, well, first you got to start with you. First you got to figure out how you can be more loving to yourself. Can you take better care of yourself? Can you be more positive with your internal dialogue? Can you be generous with yourself and allow yourself the same benefit of the doubt that you give others, perhaps? You gotta have to get real with it. Okay, so let's just start there. Yeah. So, again, what you put out comes back. What you radiate comes out. What your intentions are will come out in the wash. Okay? What are you intending? What's your why? Figure out why you want to be in love. Figure out, why perhaps you've turned down love. Good or bad or indifferent. Just look at those things. I don't know because I feel like a commitment is an issue. Okay, we've got the 10 of water. So we're going to talk about happiness and fulfillment. Okay, and then we've got the page of fire. So you need to come up, if you're not already, come up with some ideas that are going to put you in position to finding so that two of earth keeps wanting to pop up, and then you have the call and the page of fire remains on the bottom. Okay, so you got to figure out what you want. Okay, and you've got to focus on that and Get really clear on why you want love, what love meant to you in the past versus what it means to you now, and where you stand with commitment. Because if you're saying, yeah, I want to be in love, but really you're saying, yeah, I want to be in love right now, just right now, because I don't know what the future holds. Just right now, I'm not committing to the future. Well, are you communicating that with the people that you're dealing with, that you're working with, that you're loving on, and that you're loving with? Because if you keep putting out false intentions with other people, not only you're not going to get what you want, but it's going to keep happening. If you always do what you always did, you always get what you always got. Okay? So if you keep doing that, you're going to keep getting what you got. But this is saying that you want a new love. You want a love. This is concerning love. In my meditation, caught a vibe that you have commitment issues. Also, it might come around to bite you. You might finally fall in love, and that person treats you exactly how you've been treating others. Page of Earth. Okay. New lifestyle, new way of looking at life, looking at how you want to move forward, wanting to be more reliable, wanting to be more intentional, have more fortitude. You're flaky. I mean, you come through, but you give off a flake vibe. Okay, so you got the Two of Water, Two of Cups. Okay, so this is definitely about partnership here in this love realm. You got the Five of Air. Okay, there's some conflict going on because you're not intentional with what you like your actions don't meet up with your mind, you know, like how you want things to go. There you are. Libra, you came out in your pre-shuffle in a different deck though. So yeah, there's balance that's needed here for real, for real. Thank you. King of Earth. Yeah, you're called to get grounded, figure out how to do that. There's lots of information on how to do that. Reach out to me. I can help you do that. Look in the description and you'll find ways of communicating with me there. You got the Five of Earth. Okay, so it looks like all these cards are going to be cards that came out in your pre-shuffle because the message is clear. You are kind of like in a rejuvenation period. The way that you look at your life, your lifestyle, your worth, how others view you, what your life has culminated up to today. You are being called to get introspective and go away from what is distracting you because there is an end of a cycle and a beginning of a new one, and you want to be ready for that transition, and you will be successful if you follow the Oracle's advice today, because a tower is going to, something is going to come in, something is going to just kind of shake up your world a little bit so that, and it could be because of this lunar eclipse, this partial lunar eclipse that's coming. And we'll talk more about that on the full moon. But the lunar eclipse is all about sudden changes, things that are unexpected. Pablow, bam, boom, blah, that, or psst, boom. You know, hey, something catching you off guard and just kind of like throwing something in your face. It doesn't have to be tragic. It doesn't have to be, you know, hurtful. It's to get your attention. Something needs to be changed and you haven't changed it, or you've asked for the change and the universe is providing that change for you. So it may come off unexpected. It may be confrontational, but allow the chips to fall where they may, because you need this rearrangement. But it's coming up here fast. So be ready. But, you know, if you're really about that life and you really want to Yeah, there's the Six of Swords. So you definitely, this is a time of rite of passage. So as you know, the Eight of Water goes off to become the Hermit, right? It gets that clarity, finds its higher self and the inner light and inner, like internal guidance system, your internal GPS, okay? So you got the Six of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups here. So love and compassion and abundance and good vibes, stable waters, opportunity of love, your connection with your spiritual self on the horizon. That's where we want to go. And you're optimistic. Use your psychic, gifts. Use your intuition, your gut to guide you on how to do this and where this is, okay? Again, something's coming in fast. You got to make a decision pretty fast there, Libra. Something going on again with that Two of Cups. You got the two of water here, Two of Cups here in regards to your love life, connection with someone, your partnership with someone. But on that card, you'll see that one person is reaching out a little farther than the other, and one's holding their cup back while the other one's offering it to the other figure in the card, in the art there on the card. So, give and take, but is it reciprocal? So, two very important. Be optimistic. Give it the, good old college try. Again, there's inner conflict, perhaps conflict with someone else, especially with that tower that just showed up. But you want to make sure that you understand that there are two most important rules to life, right? And that's within the understanding that everybody's got their own brand of BS. You, me, them. The second most important rule is not to believe anybody else's BS. Team up with spirit. If you haven't already, get to know yourself or vibe once again with that side of you, that intuition, that gut feeling. That lets you know when somebody's BSing you. Don't go for the okie doke. First most important rule is don't believe your own BS. You end up looking like that dude on that card. But fear not. You are an extension of source energy. You're on the precipice of a rite of passage that's going to get you to where you want to go and living the life that you want to live, okay? You're called to, on the Seven of Swords, to let go of things that no longer serve you. Perfect for this full moon coming up. Don't do any manifesting right now. Be in your good vibes. Be on your chill mode. Scorpio energy here with the King of Water, King of Cups. Great person to get advice from. Perhaps you have Scorpio in your chart. You're right next door. Perhaps Libra's your Venus and you're a Scorpio. Whatever it is, perhaps you know someone that is a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces, but this is even keeled emotion. This is where you want to go. If you look at how we're going, something's coming in. You don't have to make a choice. You're tripping about it. You're not ready to let go. Spirit's saying let go of what you need to let go of. The BS that you've been believing about yourself. First most important rule, don't believe your own BS because it lands you there, right? So move away from whatever baggage that's holding you up from living your best life, because what's to be had and what you're urged to be like is the King of Cups, okay? Thank you. All right. So again, you may have some Leo. Leo may be significant to you somehow. But the Strength card talks about you being a phoenix that rises from the ashes. You can face anything. But facing yourself is probably one of the most intense things that one can do, especially if they've been lying to themselves. And sometimes we got to do that to get through life. Sometimes we have to, just fake it until we make it, but then we forget that we're faking it. So the rule is don't believe your own BS, right? Look at what you got going on. Look at who you've been. Look at square in the eye. Look at what seeds have you sown and what have you had to reap. Okay, we're in this second column here, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune, clarifying the 9 of Swords. Okay, what comes around goes around. So listen, you make your bed, you got to lie in it, right, Libra? So check out what you got going on. Come up with a strategy for how you want to move forward, how you can get yourself out of this thing. Think about how you look at money. Think about how you look at wealth. Look at how you look at your lifestyle and your health and where you're going. How are you living? Okay. Listen, get a hold of your money, your spending situation. Don't be greedy. Don't be miserly, but don't overspend, and relinquish control where you have none. There's that 2 of Pentacles again. 2 of Earth kept popping out of the good tarot deck. Okay, you've got to learn balance, but you will find balance as this is clarifying the King of Cups. Okay, this balance between work and play. Finding balance of what is appropriate and what isn't. I feel like some of you might be a little loose when it comes to, I'm not saying you're loose, don't get me wrong, but in your boundaries when it comes to dating or interacting with someone intimately. Again, you are called once more. You need to get some introspection. You need to meditate. That 4 of Swords certainly did pop up. Anything else, Spirit, that you have for Libra? Okay. Yep. That 5 wants to remain on the bottom. And I just have to tell you, Libra, 4 of Swords, you need to meditate. Literally just said that as that card flipped out. Yeah, meditation is what you need to do. You really need to get quiet. Hey, make a bubble bath. Put some candles in your bubble bath. Please be careful. Fire safe bowls and all that are needed. Make sure that you do not fall asleep in the bathtub. Make sure that the water is not too hot. Be a great time to do an Epsom salt bath for this full moon coming up. Great day to start is today. The full moon effects, you'll start feeling it perhaps 3 to 5 days before it actually comes on. Depends on who you are, what your chart's going on, what your senses are, really sensitive to. So, meditation. You got a lot going on here to consider, but I know you can do it, Libra. You have the heart of a lion. Okay, so make sure that you're drinking enough water and that you are balancing everything, like on your plate of food. Make sure you got your protein and your vegetables. Perhaps they're one and the same, and your starch and your fun. Okay, a little bit of everything. Don't go too far. Right now is a great time to harness the energy of the planets moving around to find balance in what you're doing. Don't overindulge. Don't overspend. Okay, so make sure that you're spending wisely, that you are saving your coins, and that you're making the best decisions for you. Balance and introspection, meditation is all up in your reading. Why? Because you have victory right around the corner. You're a creative. Listen, that 2-1, make that a 3. You're a creative child. You're a creative person. Okay, you can do this. This is victory. This is what's on the horizon for you. So I want you to go for it. Okay, be that balanced king of water. Great ideas, clarity, good vibes only. Okay, you know how you find that balance. Okay. Because you came out in your cards, remember? You're that justice card. Find your balance. Taking a walk. Go on a walkabout. Be by yourself for a while. Embrace that. Get some, if you look in that The stained glass there is that dude is chilling, meditating, and resting. That's Jesus helping someone. And so you can get yourself in a position to be clear and receptive to spirit and what direction is being offered to you. What resources are being offered to you by getting quiet. All right. That's your message for today. Thank you so much for joining me, Libra. I hope that this was helpful. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Like, comment, and share. Click that notification bell so you don't miss the next time that I upload a reading. Bliss on your day, Libra. Be present. Be intentional with all your endeavors as you manifest your best life. Until next time, be well, be happy, be grateful. Peace and love, baby.